If your pet has any form of behavioural problem, whether that's an anxiety, a phobia, an aggression, destructive behaviour, or even they're just poorly trained and they don't listen to you, the worst thing you can do is think that it will get better by itself and actually leave it and ignore it. Don't underestimate the impact that behavioural problems have on your pet. Hi, I'm Dr. Alex from ourpetshealth.com, where my aim is to help you and your pet live a healthier, happier life. So definitely consider subscribing if that's something you're interested in. And the impact of behavioural problems is absolutely huge. Did you know that behavioural problems are the #1 cause of death or rehoming in animals under the age of 3? It's that serious. Unfortunately, a lot of the time we just ignore the fact that there's a behavioural problem developing. We ignore that slight phobia. We ignore that kind of mildly annoying destructive chewing. And if your pet is just really badly behaved, they don't listen to any commands, we just think that they're exuberant and they'll get it eventually. But that's really just not the case. If we take action early at the very start of a behavioural problem developing, then that's the time we're most likely to be able to solve that problem and to cure your pet of whatever the underlying issue is. If you leave it until later, until the problem develops and escalates to becoming really severe and impacting not just their quality of life, but also your quality of life, the chances are that it will be much harder to put a plan in place to fix, to reduce, and to even to cure that problem. So take steps early. Now that can mean talking to your veterinarian, but it can also mean enrolling in a training class. It could be enlisting the help of an animal behaviourist or one-on-one training. Whatever it is, if you're taking steps early, you're going to have a much more successful outcome and you're going to have a much happier pet as a result. One classic thing that I see is dogs or cats who are slightly anxious of coming into the vet clinic. Now, if we address that in the earlier stages, in the case of a dog, if they were simply having socialization visits, so it's something that I often suggest is that the owner brings their dog in, they sit in the waiting room, they have some treats and they go again. Nothing unpleasant happens. As they get more comfortable with that, they then go onto the scales and have treats. They then have a bit more of an interaction maybe with the front counter staff, with our nursing and technician team, all having treats. And at these points, what happens is that your dog will learn and will become accustomed to the vet clinic, and they'll learn that nothing's going to happen. They're just going to go there, they're going to be made a fuss of, and they're going to get treats, so that when it does come to the stage when your veterinarian needs to examine them and needs to administer some kind of treatment, they're much more relaxed about this. Unfortunately, not many people take me up on that because I think they just don't feel that it's going to be a problem. But unfortunately, it often means that the next time I see them, the dog is even more scared, and that only escalates to become a really severe problem. And that can even compromise the ability of me to provide the care that I would like to my patients. Make sure you check out the video on screen now where I talk about how to socialize your pet safely and effectively, my other videos in the Daily December series, and I'll see you tomorrow.